Hi, my name is Maria Camila Rolon, and we are going to talk about the educational problems in America. The first one is that in the video, Price EA criticizes education in the United States of America because it hasn't changed in the last 100 years. The students are organizing rows, waiting for a question to raise their hands. Students are taught to work as if they were working in factories because it is how traditional education system works on student minds. Students can express by themselves. The school influences in how they need to think, to act, and what they are going to do in their lives. Now, Stephanie is going to expose the next problem in the educational system.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I am going to expose the second reason. Teachers told the student in the classroom it is mandatory to learn subjects like maths and physics, and they put away other subjects like art or dance, and so on. They led to a judgment for a people who doesn't handle very well maths or physics, and more important subjects. Educational system doesn't care about the students' liberty and closes their minds to other new ideas. The school directives thinks that we are the same have the same heart, the mind and the soul. They tell them they are useless and stupid for not knowing their things they think are useful.
One flaw in Colombia will be the willingness of the students at the time of study. We always complain about education in Colombia is bad, but who are the ones who make it bad? Not government, but students and teachers. How Prince CS says in the video, a good teacher can reach the heart of a kid, can understand him and make a better person for the society, and this is what we need in our educational system. We complain about the government saying they invest the country's money on other stuff we think is useless, and not in education. But if we see beyond, most students in Colombia are like the macro. We need to be more disciplined, being conscious about our reality and start being more active and competitive students, living laziness away. We need to be more disciplined and more constant, do what we have to do in the time required. We need to do more instead of talking too much.
Hello, my name is Lucas and I'm going to expose the third reason. Although we cannot claim the government for education, they do not pay many attentions to it, or they pay attention to other things that if we think a little bit, education will be a most important issue. In Colombia, we have the public and the private schools, being the private better than the public. This reflects that the most intelligent students are those who have the resources and the money to study with. And this is a big mistake because there are many people in the country that doesn't have enough sources to send their children to a decent school so they will have a decent education, and they seem obligated to send their children to public schools.
First problem can be solved by not only teaching academic stuff in class but also teaching useful stuff for life. For example, don't only teach the three laws of Newton in physics or how to form salts in chemistry. You can also teach how to vote, how to pay tax, or how to collaborate between us and to tolerate us in order to live in a better and more peaceful society. For the second problem, my solution would be to treat subjects like they're the same thing. And by this, I mean that music is not more important than maths, but maths is not more important than art, or the other way around. It's just to accept the students with all the weakness and strengths and make them feel like they're in their second home, because that's what schools really should be.